for a reader on all of the themes set to drive markets this week, Peter McGuire from XM joins us now live via Skype. Peter, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Look, new record highs once again when it comes to the US. Our SPY futures looking pretty strong this morning, but can we hold on to those gains, do you think?
Well, good morning, Kara. Good morning, Andrew. Yeah, it was a nice end as far as Saturday morning here. You know, we had the Dow up, S&P, and, between 30.35 and 0.48%. So I think that momentum will continue over the next couple of days. US dollars being dragged down. Currencies have had a great week. Last week was just gangbusters, and certainly gold. So I think that equity markets will continue to tick up, maybe a 71 handle this week.
And Pete, a very mixed story just as far as the vaccine rollout across the globe is concerned at the moment. Is that playing into market sentiment right now?
I think it is to some extent, Andrew. You're seeing how the US is moving very much forward, and then you're looking at the other picture as far as Europe. So they're the biggest markets to look at, I think. And when you're considering where the euro's trading at the moment, what's expected as far as ECB, we've got an absolute storm of economic data this week. So I feel that you could see a further uptick as far as that euro US dollar, maybe that 1.2, 1.204 sort of number over the next week and a bit. So it's been very, very strongly bid up.
Yeah, what are you looking out for when it comes to the economic docket? What's the standout read for you?
Well, we've got this week, we've got some big things as far as PMIs. I'm looking as far as Canada, their central bank. I'm not expecting any surprises from the Euro Central Bank, Kara. So there's just big data points. Look at the PMIs. It's just a week to reflect on, what impact these key points have to market moves. And I think you'll see a continued softness as far as US dollar. I think that we're looking at, that 91.1, 91.2. It's been strongly sold off, and that will continue. So that probably is offering some fairly good opportunities from a trading side.
Yeah, Pete, Canada's an interesting one, isn't it, just as far as the central bank there is concerned, because speculation that they're essentially going to take their foot off the gas at the moment, perhaps with even a view to raising rates sooner rather than later. And given the similarities, of course, with the Canadian economy and the Australian economies, do you think there is that's a bit of an indication as to where we may all be going?
Well, Andrew, yeah, I think so. And the other side, of course, is as far as inflation. So all of it, the Canadians, they're scaling back their gigantic QE, what they pushed through over the last year has been nothing short of astounding for an economy the size of Canada's. And then the next part is, in the speculation as far as rate rising, you've still got the Fed saying you're not going to see anything till 24, but the market's got a different view, and we're saying you could see 2 rate rises over that period. So if Canada comes out of the blocks quicker and you see some form of rate rise or speculation of it, then maybe they're the first market to move. And I think that you can't get away from the inflation numbers, Andrew. I've spoken to many people over the last week, from plumbers to restaurant operators. We all are part of that economy, and everything seems to be going up a lot more than 1 or 2%.
So what would that mean for the likes of dollar CAD, Peter? Surely we're going to see some volatility there.
Absolutely, Kara. I think that will continue. It's been a great time to be an FX trader. Really, over the last month has been nothing short of incredible. So I think that will continue this quarter. Have a look at where the Aussie is at. We're at 77.27. It's been sold off from that 80 to 75, back to 77.27. There's every chance you could take a 78 handle out. I'd say maybe even before Anzac Day. So there's a chance there. Last week was absolutely incredible, and that was demonstrated as far as gold hitting up $1,780 an ounce. We said that last Monday. That was a hero trade, and I think that there's further upside for that market also.
And Peter, sterling doing a big figure move on Friday. Of course, that came amid some broad US dollar weakness, but it is now trading above the 138. Look, it was a standout performer when it came to 22 and 1. It has wavered slightly over the past few weeks. What's your outlook when it comes to sterling? It's a fairly big data docket this week, isn't it?
Absolutely, Kara. We're at 138.30, and I think that there's possibly a 138.60 sometime before end of week. So that continued uplift. these currencies are just breathtaking. What is allowed, and I look at a different lens. We're not into marrying a trade and worrying about something in 6 months' time. We might be interested in what's happening over the next 6 hours or 6 days max. So these style of moves are just incredible, and that's I think the true attraction as far as those big currency moves. So yeah, further uptick as far as pound. Have a look at that US dollar coming off, and it's a sweet spot for all traders this week.
Peter, thanks so much for joining us this morning from XM. Lots to watch out for when it comes to that FX calendar.
Thank you.